You are at the home of the Comic-Con Museum. A vision of Comic-Con established about 6 years ago. They really wanted to be able to bring the magic of Comic-Con and to have an education center where they could bring forward popular arts and create learning opportunities from everywhere from elementary school up to college educated and then adult education. We have 6 exhibits, and it's hard for me to say which one is more compelling than the other because they're very diverse. From our cardboard superheroes, you may be familiar with them. They're YouTube stars, in part thanks to Comic-Con, who discovered them about 5 years ago when they were very young. These are 2 young gentlemen from Los Angeles who are now 17 and 15, and they created all this wonderful original art. And they do online classes that teach people how to build their own cardboard superheroes. We have one other exposition that features young people, which was with an organization called Arts, A Reason to Survive, specifically targeted to the South Bay area of San Diego to work with mostly underprivileged high school, middle school, and we did an online program with them. They created comic book art. They even wrote comic books, and they're upstairs in our gallery upstairs. We have the collection of Charles Addams. Started in the 1930s, was an illustrator, featured on the cover of New Yorker magazine, and many, many publications that went through into the 1960s, 70s, 80s, and in the meantime created the Addams Family, which he's most recognized for. Comic-Con made the decision to open the museum, to go forward with it, even though they suffered some substantial losses during the pandemic. They made the commitment to get the museum open and to bring that forward to the public. This is our soft opening, and we're going to, over the next year, continue to raise funds, bring money in to help us continue our build out, and then bring in even more larger exhibits and bigger and grander exhibits than what we have today. And then in addition to that, we have Archie Comics. This is the year that Archie turns 80 years old, and he's still around. He started in the 1930s and has evolved over the decades. That exhibit will show you how he's evolved. The other exhibit that we have that I'm really excited about is the Centennial anniversary of Gene Roddenberry, best known for the creation of Star Trek. And we're going to have an exhibit that takes you through the 100 years of Gene's life, things that you might never have known about him, things from the personal collection of his son Rod Roddenberry that will probably never be seen by the public again. It will be a 6-month program as well. The 6th one is Pac-Man. And Pac-Man is here because the museum has a character hall of fame. This is the Pacman Arcade and how it's transitioned from the very beginning into what it is. It still exists today, and it's a lot of fun. You know, we want to introduce young people especially to career opportunities in the popular arts because they're continuing to evolve, and we think that it's a wonderful niche that you can get passionate about. This is really a community museum. We want people to come and be a part of it. We want ideas, and it's all about teaching the popular arts and inviting the community in and using this as a hub.